Comforting hand. Wuklamot wishes to do what she can for the people of Solution 9. I've been thinking, by wearing regulators, the people of Alexandria had been spared the fear of death. That's because the device not only resurrects you, it also erases your memories of the departed. The very notion of dying would have become vague, if not forgotten. To be killed over and over, I can't imagine how traumatized the survivors must be. Even if they're not physically hurt, they would still need care. At a time like this, the citizens need their queen to console them. But where is she gone? I don't know. There are other districts, so perhaps she's checking on them. In any case, it's too much for her to handle alone. Countless people will be distraught, and we ought to provide them with what comfort we can. So while Kafkiwa and her crew tend to those with physical injuries, let's seek out those whose wounds are emotional. Understood. If you and Rain want to concentrate on Trueview, the rest of us will see to the other areas. Sounds like a plan. Alright everyone, we'll meet up in the back room after. Emotional damage. It's over? I'm still alive? Ah, thank goodness. It makes no sense. What right did the king have to destroy our lives like this? Give us back our peace. Leave us out of your damned war. Exactly, Certain, exactly. Keep it together. Help on its way. Help's on its way. Never have I been so scared in my life. I died in an accident before, but it was nothing compared to this. To be killed again and again and again. It was a living nightmare. And King Zeral Jah was behind it, you say? Since he suddenly appeared, he's done nothing good for us. He thinks only of war. Ordered more soldiers be produced. And now he unleashes them on us. He's no king of mine. He's a murderer, and someone needs to make him pay. Well, this should rally everybody to our side at least. Thank you. I'm alright, I think. Say, you were fighting with Queen Sphene, weren't you? Are the rumors true then? That Her Majesty isn't a living person, but her actual body is elsewhere, in the cloud or some such, and she uses a special power to appear before us. I'd always wondered why the Alexandrians never questioned her true nature, but now I think I understand why. She personally fought to protect us. That's enough for me to know she's a worthy ruler. It doesn't matter what she is. Debatable. But I get the sentiment. You heading to the back room? Yes. We've managed to seal off access routes on all levels. Any remaining soldiers should be contained now. We couldn't have done it without you and yours out there fighting. Thank you. Little job being emo. We've helped those we could in Solution 9. We're now looking to send people to the other levels. It seems things are somewhat under control, while Alice and the others are still out there. I couldn't help but worry about Galul Jah. He hasn't uttered a word, and small wonder given his ordeal. I'm going to talk to him about everything. Right as he is, there's no use hiding it. He'd eventually find out, and it'd hurt him more. Very well. Above all, he needs to know that he isn't alone.
Are you alright, Galul Jah?
Lots of people are dead because of my father.
aren't they?
That's...
And Otis. He's gone too, isn't he?
I'm sorry.
My father is a bad man. That's why you're going to kill him, aren't you?
Oh, sweetheart. Look.
Forget it. I don't care anymore.
Listen to me, Gulucha. You're right. We're going to confront your father. He invaded Tulihyolal and hurt my people. As vow of resolve, it's my duty to bring him to justice.
Don't you think of him as family anymore?
After the attack, I was filled with rage. I told myself over and over that he's no brother of mine. But it isn't so simple. No matter what I feel or say, all those years I spent striving to live up to his example, they won't just disappear. What's more, it's because we're family that we have to correct each other when someone goes astray. That's why I must confront my brother, like your grandfather did, even though it cost him his life.
But Otis is gone now. If my father was gone too, then I'd have no one.
What are you saying, Golja? Take a look around. You have us, Golja. All of us. We'll be with you. Through thick and thin. You're not alone. You'll never be alone again.
I'm sorry I didn't listen and followed you, but I wanted to stop my father, and to maybe understand why he did what he did. They had been keeping a lot inside, both Golja and Wuklamat. You should get some rest, Golja. You've been through a lot. I do feel a bit sleepy. There's a room in the back you can use. Could you take Golja there? I will, thank you. The things I would say to Zoralja as a mother, but I'd better not get started. Instead, let me thank you. We couldn't have gotten through this without you and yours. Until the others return, you ought to take what rest you can as well. It isn't over yet, after all. you could head. Prepare for. Otherwise, feel free. The back room. A fuzzy image, you say? Is it still happening? Well, it's an old worn thing. There's bound to be a few hitches. It's nothing to worry about, though. We'll have a meeting to discuss our next move in a little while, so until then... Onto the summit. Gafgiwa wishes to hold a strategy meeting. Had enough rest, have you? Then let's round up everyone. During your confrontation with him, Zoral Ja bade Wukamat come to the tower's summit. Problem is, the elevators have been locked down due to the state of emergency. We've been working to lift the access restrictions, but frankly, it's not looking promising. Are there any other ways we can get to Zoral Ja? We believe so. As you know, Solution 9 occupies Everkeep's 9th level. The summit, meanwhile, is the 12th. The map appears to be cut off. While the King and Queen's residence is believed to be located there, the details are highly classified, hence the lack of map data. We do, however, have reliable intelligence concerning everything up to the 11th level. What's this place? That is Origenics, the facility where souls are separated and refined for use. The process begins at the base with the extraction of souls from regulators and fiends. Those souls are then transported up to the etheric separator, where they are cleansed of memories. Finally, they are packed within soul cells for distribution. 12 for Fend. They've recreated the process by which souls are broken down in the ethereal sea. An affront to nature, I know, but ethical discussions must wait. The salient point is that the facility extends vertically from the 1st to the 11th level. Now, if Zoral Ja intends to strengthen himself with the people's souls, as we strongly suspect, then the facility will be operating to process and transport those souls directly to him on the 12th level. So in order to reach Zoral Ja, we make our way through Origenics. Precisely. As the facility sustains the Alexandrian way of life, security will be extremely tight. But if you are willing to brave the route, we'll back you up as best we can. What say you? It goes without saying that we're going. I have never had any doubt. I'm coming too. You'll need guidance on site, and this body makes me best suited. Hold it. Before you set off, I have to ask. All this time, you've known that Sphene is an endless, haven't you? Yes, we have. Why didn't you tell us? Honestly, it didn't seem relevant to the matters at hand, more complicated to explain than it was worth, and a distraction from our efforts to deal with Zoral Ja. Speaking of which, we should get moving. Those who are sallying forth, we gather in front of the tower. We can count on you to provide support from here, yes? Of course. We'll provide all the support we can. Please be careful out there. I'm glad me weapons were of use in the battle, but at the same time I wish we didn't have need for them. Okay, I can't check in on Uklamat and Galoja. I need to talk to you about... Never mind. It can wait. Lest you wonder, I have no objections to remaining here. Someone needs to keep those in Tuliolal informed. Best of luck to you. Let's keep our minds on the mission for now. Other matters can wait. The summit of Everkeep. Finally, we shall see what the clouds conceal. I'm coming too, of course. This is what I've worked so hard to be a part of. I've spoken with Alphino. Apparently the dragons came to Tuliolal's aid. Zeralja is no king. Not anymore. For the sake of Tuliolal, of the world, we must put an end to his madness. All present and accounted for? Excellent. We make for the summit in one push. This will be a grueling climb, so see to it you spare no preparation. Okay, no worries, no worries. The Resilient Sun. Kafkiwa wishes to take you to the entrance of Orogenics. The entrance to Orogenics is located on the back of Everkeep. We can reach it by the water. Come, we head to the pier at the Drift Downs. Oh my goodness, look how many people are here. We're going to ride that oversized container, aren't we? Don't worry, you won't catch me muling over a little seasickness. Not anymore. So we just have to make our way up. Seems nice and straightforward to me. A facility for processing souls. As distressing as the very concept is, I confess I'm curious to see the technology employed. Visibility is quite poor, but let us trust in our allies to ferry us safely over. I'm with Oblivion. Kafkiwa has told me all. I will now explain how this mission will unfold. Orogenics takes delivery at specific times. It is at one such time that we will enter the facility, aboard the hover cargo. Elusa here will pilot the vehicle, so you need only sit tight until we arrive at the entrance. Our friends in the back room will create a diversion so we can steal inside. After which we make our way to the summit, striking down any foes that bar our path. Hell yeah. Easy, yes? Easy to say, perhaps, but we'll manage one way or another. That we will. In anticipation of the unexpected, we should maintain contact with the support crew and adapt as necessary. Indeed, I shall use the communication I borrowed from Shale to keep them informed at all times. I see everyone has a grasp of the details. Good. We set off very soon, so they'll be ready. I expect that Alexandria's military might lies with Orogenics. We must be prepared to meet with fierce resistance. Zeralja cannot be allowed to cause any more harm. I'll do my part to stop it. I think they're all mostly repeating. The hover cargo is borrowed from a reforger friend. She was relieved to hear that Gululja is safe. chugga, 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 chugga. Bodies are made for combat, so I'll hang back. Oh hell yeah, we got the warrior. Think that I don't have to heal a bunch. The good flavor of tank. The diversion did the trick. Let's push straight into the middle level. There should be another freight elevator further in. I didn't get to read the rest before it disappeared. So many regulators. They all used to belong to someone. Oh, I remember this one. This one sucks. At least there's stuff to heal. At least Swift is on a 40-second timer now. Alright, everybody just hang in here. This is fine, this is fine. I would never let us wipe. Size soon. Those left rights are nasty. We did it. Not the best camouflage now, is it? Please present identification. According to our data, this is where souls are stripped of memories. Indeed, the souls are the white matter and they're being sent to Zaraja. Having second Tetra is so nice. I'm afraid this is where our data ends. You're on your own now. They headed up, but where do we go from here? Finally, some healing accessories. Forgot about this annoying turtle. I mean, I really like the turtle a lot. I wish the hunt mount was as big as this one. Yeah, but if I sleep it, then they're just gonna wake it up when it takes damage, right? And then I'm not casting Glare. But at least 2 crimes against humanity. Oh, true. Haha, get fucked. Certain coming with the gamer strats, for real, for real. This is the best uptime. Ambrose the Undeparted, Innovation's Excess. Is this a... Oh, okay, it's front cleave, front cleave. Overwhelming charge, front cleave. Psychokinesis. Nearby cage is under strain. Okay, cage bad, cage bad. Middle save. I think. We did it. Alright, I assume there will be a few cutscenes before the Zerol Jah battle.
It's not opening.
Shale, can you see to the lock?
Just a moment.
Ever reliable.
Follow the passage inside and you'll come to an elevator. It'll take you to the 11th level.
Right. Let's keep moving.
The 11th level.
just below the summit.
Look! Soul cells. This is where they're kept.
What? Then... these are all...
Indeed. Many died in the attack. Their souls would have been processed and transported here for storage. Or so I had expected.
A soul cell is supposed to light up green when loaded, isn't it?
Looks like the honeycombs are not very full then.
Yet the light is out on most of these.
Don't tell me he's already used them up! That's why he cut down one of his own. For the regulator! Who's there?
Alphino! And Y'shtola Adestinian too!
Thank you, I had forgotten their names.
Wonder all is well in Tural. The enemy has withdrawn, freeing us up to come and lend you a hand.
The backroom crew gave us a briefing. No rest for the righteous as usual, eh?
The idea of empowering oneself with souls is rather reminiscent of Void-Sent practices. I should be keen to learn more about the process, after more pressing matters have been resolved.
I believe I speak for everyone when I say I'm glad you're here. As you'll have heard, the Alexandrians have suffered heavy casualties. We must stop Zoralja before it gets any worse.
Onward to the summit, with comrades of such caliber, we've nothing to fear.
I thank you for coming with me this far, my friends. And I ask you to lend me your strength one last time. Together, let us defeat Zoralja and safeguard the future of Tulihyolal.
Let's go.
And here is where I must excuse myself. Come back in one piece. You hear me?
We will. Every one of us. What in the world is that?
It couldn't be a void gate.
It's enormous.
Aye. It dwarfs even the one Zeromus opened.
Okay, no one pronounces it Zeromus, Estinian, come on.
That is no Void Gate. It doesn't lead to the 13th.
Then,
They say Zeromus or Zeromussy.
Yes. In all likelihood, it's a portal to yet another reflection.
By the 12. To think that realities being fused together was only the beginning.
The speculation must wait. He's here.
Oh, having a little nappy poo.
There is a limit to how much ether a living being can harbor while retaining its physical form. Zoralja has far exceeded that limit. With the souls he has absorbed, he has attained power to rival even a king among Voidsent, but at a terrible cost.
12 have mercy.
Brother! It ends here and now!
How it vexes when you call me brother. Brother, blood heir, resilient son. Who am I? What is my path? Why was I born?
I am Wuklamat, vow of resolve of Tulihyolol. And you are Zoralja, king of resolve of Alexandria. For the last time, we fight. For duty. For blood. For everything.
Yes, we fight. Hold nothing back. This multitude of souls I shall burn to the last mote. I will kill you and prove the miracle. I will prove that I am Father's true successor.
Good soundtrack, let's go. Judging from his words, Zoralja will spare no souls for resurrection. He will burn through every last one to achieve his ambition. To strike down her brother for the sake of her people. Hers is a terrible burden, but she has us to help her bear it. Everyone is counting on us. We cannot lose, no matter what. If Zoralja isn't holding back, then we need but return the favor. Thus shall we honor Galul-Jaja. We helped Lamachi to triumph over Zoralja in the right of succession. Even if Kona hadn't asked, it is our duty to see this battle through. Zoralja will not rest until he has brought the entire world to heel. We must put a stop to him once and for all. Zoralja will require time to fully harness the souls he has absorbed. Ideally, we can finish things beforehand. Everkeep. Known as the resilient son for the miracle of his birth, the first promise Zoralja was driven solely by the desire to prove his worth. So it was that he had embarked upon the path of conquest, but it led him nowhere save to an empty summit. Having failed to win the throne and surpass his father, he remains consumed by his obsession and has devoured the souls of his own people in a bid to achieve his ends. For the sake of not only Tulihyolol, but the entire star, you must put an end to the struggle of this tormented man. King of Resolve, Zoralja.
Come at me with your all. I will make you kneel.
Yeah, okay, dude.
Let the victor's reign be sanctioned by the blood of the fallen.
Why is he so small? I don't think I've done this since, like, day one, so I don't remember how it's different. Oh my goodness. Why White Mage starts with no lilies, hiya, double-edged swords, okay, okay, front and back. Easy enough. Didn't even take damage from that tank buster. Sheesh.
What visions are these? Out of my way! Is this my weakness given shape? Will find me! Be gone, along with my pitiful past! This is my path. I trust only in myself.
Hell yeah.
It's mine! The ultimate power! This power is proof of my authority!
Is he doing the outside swords now? Yes. Then he will sink one of them. Right side is safe. Easy peasy. He truly held nothing back. It's finally over. He has used up all of his souls, as he said he would. Ukamat doesn't say anything. If only you had found another way. Brother.
Brother.
So, it is to be defeat.
Father, is that you?
Why do you weep?
Because it hurts. Because I don't understand why it had to be this way. Why don't I know you? Why didn't you want me?
How could I be a father when my own spurned me? He left me nothing. No throne. No legacy. Nothing. And so, I had nothing to leave you.
Why does that matter? Couldn't you have just been there?
You ask a lost man for the way. I do not presume to call you mine, nor do I desire anything of you. Would I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat on my brow? It is yours to embrace or spurn. I walked the path of ruin. Unable to surpass Father or Ramachi. So much for the resilient son, the miracle.
You think Papa left you nothing? You goddamned fool! You have the one thing he couldn't leave anyone else. You and Kalucha.
See ya, nerd.
It's not over.
Queen Sphene?
Zoralja is gone. There's no need to fight anymore. Sphene? Why are you here?
I wanted to express my gratitude to you all for vanquishing the King of Resolve and delivering my people. And to express my regret for what I've done to yours.
Your apologies won't bring back our dead or lessen your guilt. Still, to strike you down in revenge would trigger all-out war between our nations. More innocents would suffer. Even if we cannot be friends right now, we need to find a different path forward. A way that Tuliholal and Alexandria can coexist.
I fear that can never be.
What do you mean?
There is no other path for us. It's too late. I cooperated with Zoralja because I needed the life force yielded by the slain to sustain the Endless. Of course, the king betrayed me, and with his army defeated, that plan can no longer be realized. But I can't. I won't fail my people. Be they possessed of flesh or no, all of them are dear to me. If there is something I can do for them, as their queen, I must do it.
Hear me, Sphene. We appreciate your commitment to serving the Alexandrians and have endeavored to understand your beliefs. Be that as it may, you must know it's wrong to sacrifice our living to save your dead.
I see. It's because you do not know them that you believe they're dead. They're not. So long as they are remembered, they shall never die. You understand, don't you? No matter what anyone may say, I refuse to believe that Kafkilas is a hollow existence, that she can simply be allowed to fade away.
Your Majesty.
I am the bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria, and my desire to protect my people transcends all others. For them, I will do anything. No price is too high.
Seven hells.
What is it?
There exists a legend in Alexandria. In ages past, faced with a calamity in their world, a clan of people used a singular power to flee to ours.
If she needs our souls in order to sustain her people, how was she sustaining them before? Does she just go around from world to world, eating everybody and absorbing their souls? And I still don't understand why she would align with Zeral Ja if that's the case.
The key which manifests this power answers to fervent desires, desperate, all-consuming supplications that have given rise to many a miracle. That key holds the secret to interdimensional fusion, and unraveling its mysteries was the foremost mission of the scientists of preservation.
Okay, so I'm guessing she's gonna tell us that they use this key to yeet from dimension to dimension and eat everything there.
Alas, they failed to fully grasp its workings, leaving us with only partial control over it. Nevertheless, if I'm to sustain the inhabitants of living memory, I have no choice but to call upon its power.
And do what with it?
For hundreds of years I tried, but it was all to no avail. My benevolence did naught to protect my realm. But I can still take up arms and fight. If bloodshed will save my subjects, then I will become history's most brutal queen.
No sooner do we deal with one threat. This truly bodes ill. What you're doing is wrong, Sphene, no matter how hard you try to convince yourself otherwise. Kafkiwa's vessel shows no sign of life. Mother, what's happened to you? Father. You goddamned fool. Sphene has the potential to wreak unimaginable havoc with the key. We have no time to waste. But such a threat existed in another reflection. When Emmett Selk bade you seek discovery, was he aware of it? That woman, Sphene, was it? In all likelihood, her true form lies in the reflection yonder. But how to go after her now? Kiwa might know something, but her vessel ceased to function when the portal closed. Let's examine it. With luck, it will yield some much-needed clues. Kafkiwa said that she operates her vessel from afar. Could something have befallen her? Well, the portal's closed now, so she can't reach us from the other dimension, right? The words Sphene spoke to your mother, did they mean anything to you? Those who came from my village. None of them remembered her. It's the same as what we witnessed happen to those who knew Namika. Then Kafkiwa's. You noticed something, didn't you? Whatever it is, please tell me. While Sphene projected herself onto machines, Kafkiwa controlled hers remotely, but to me they appeared identical in their existence. Both were inorganic subjects suffused with faint amounts of ether. When that ether faded, they became lifeless husks. And as we all saw, this happened to both the moment the portal closed. So Kafkiwa was operating her vessel from the reflection beyond. But if none of her friends and acquaintances here remember her, then Kafkiwa is an endless too. The endless. Those who are recreated from memories of the departed. All this time, my mother was dead. She fooled us all. Sphene, for one, does not seem to think of them in that way. No, she loves them like she does all her citizens, and she'll do anything to protect them. Such as plundering ether from the source. Alas, Saral Ja had his own agenda and spoiled the plan. But now that she possesses the key, she could target other reflections without our interference. Reflections whose people have no idea what she is willing to do. Then the people of the source are not the only ones in danger. We must stop her. We have to go where Sphene is gone. I want to talk to her again. And perhaps we'll find Kafkiwa as well. With the gate closed, we need to find an alternate means of passage. I will look into it. Thank you. Let us begin by investigating this place. There may be clues relating to what lies beyond. Let me help. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Anything at all. Of course, my friend. Your knowledge and expertise would be most welcome. I expect the investigation will take time. Perhaps you'd like to head back below with Galulja and get some rest. That's not a bad idea. We do need to share these developments with those in the back room as well. Come on, Galulja. You too, Rain. You've more than done your part for now, so leave this to us. Not even world-ending threat, but multi-dimensional threat. Nap time! Times like this, you've got to keep your hands moving. I'll be fine. You don't need to worry about me. I was living a life of excesses, bound for an early grave when Kafkiwa came along. Though I was a complete stranger, she took me under her wing and set me straight. It was out of gratitude that I joined Oblivion, but I can't imagine any other life now. I owe her everything I have, and it pains me that I couldn't say goodbye. So... Erenville's mother is an Endless. And she was working to stop Zoral Ja. Maybe when we meet her, she's going to tell us that she also had a plan to stop Sphene from eating the souls of this world, but otherwise wasn't she... Even if she's trying to stop Zoral Ja, she was being complacent and Sphene coming here to eat all the souls of the people. Or maybe the Endless don't know what cost their eternal life is coming at, and will be horrified to learn. We'll find out eventually. At least some of the answers. So much has happened and so quickly, I'm still catching up mentally. But where it concerns Zoral Ja, I have no regrets. I made my choice and did what I had to do. I only wish I could have stopped Sphene too. Stopped her from walking her misguided path. I could definitely use some rest. Divine Caress. Okay, so we do that, and now we can do that. We get the little shield. A new family. Wuklamat is searching for the words to say to Shale. I'm really sorry, but we're not sure what happened to Kafkiwa. The others are trying to learn what they can. Oh, Kafkiwa. We'd known that such a day would come, but I wish we could have at least said goodbye. You knew then, that she was already gone. We did. We all did. Kafkiwa forbade us from saying anything. She wanted to tell you herself when the time was right. I suspect she was torn over how to reveal the truth to Erenville. I see. I don't think anyone can blame her for keeping quiet. But tell me, how are the people faring? Have they forgotten Zoral Ja already? No, they still remember him. We wonder if this might be the result of the gate at the summit being closed. Most are unaware of developments. They'll be relieved to hear that the king has been defeated, but at the same time, they're like to panic if they learn that the queen has disappeared. Right now, Geode is making contact with various government bodies, but it'd probably be best to keep it all under wraps for a time. Agreed. Once we've resolved matters, I'll explain everything to the people. I consider it my duty. As to Zoral Ja's mechanical army, what's become of them now that he's gone? Ah yes, about that. At the time we suspect that Zoral Ja passed, the king's authority appears to have been transferred to Galulja. You mean to say Galulja is the new king? While a coronation is required to make it official, for the moment the system recognizes him as his father's successor. But I don't want this. I don't want to be king. It's not a decision you have to make right away, but given that the authority comes with command of the army, you can't give it up lightly either. We can think on it together later, but for now I want you to hold on to it. To what your father has left you. If you say so. Are you alright, Lamachi? What is this? Why can't I... Despite everything that's happened, all the terrible things my brother did, I still don't know how to feel towards him. What's wrong with me? You just need a little time. You think so? I'll take your word for it. For now, we have things under control. Why not return to Tuliolol and rest up while the others handle the investigation? You know, I think I'll do that. It'll be good to see how things are at home and catch up with Kona. Hey, why don't the two of you come too? But won't everyone hate me? Of course not. They might be a little unsure at first, but I'll set them straight. Besides, I want to introduce you to Kona, as new family. Really? Really, that is, if you're fine with it. I am. Then let's be off. We'll head directly to the palace to see Kona. Artifact gear, I think there's a certain point in the MSQ where it unlocks, but I don't think I'm there yet. Please have a good rest, you've earned it. I'll keep things low-key for a while myself.
You are returned! Wait there! I'm coming down! Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome? So my brother is gone. Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Hey, Kona!
Lamachi, is this boy perhaps?
Whoever wrote this part of the MSQ, I feel like they used the term or phrase sally forth a little bit too much. It's like the fourth or fifth time in pretty short proximity that we've heard sally forth from different characters. But maybe it's supposed to be like the Turali way of... I don't know. They've used it a lot, is my point.
This is Zorolja's son, Kulolja.
time did flow differently inside the dome. If he is our brother's child, then... Gululja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Gululja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle. But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Gululja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zorolja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Gululja as you would any child, with kindness.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
It was indeed Zoralja's realm inside the dome. A realm he ruled jointly with Sphene. He as the King of Resolve, and she as the Queen of Reason. Just like you and me here. Their people live different lives compared to ours, but like us, they live them to the fullest. And Sphene is a big part of that. She's a considerate and approachable ruler who treats everyone as family. You and her must have gotten along well. We did. But out of love for her people, she's chosen the wrong path. They are good folk, the Alexandrians. They welcomed us into their homes and treated us with kindness and respect. But Zoralja slaughtered them. Slaughtered those he was meant to protect for his own ends. By the gods. Tell me how this came to pass. Father, that a king should harm his own people. When his attack on Tuliyola failed, Zoralja sought to gain more power, so he ordered his people executed and harvested their souls. What drove him to commit such an atrocity? He claimed he wanted to bring the entire world under his dominion, but that was just a means to achieve his true desire. My grandfather, he was a great person, right? Maybe my father wanted to prove he was his own person, that he wasn't just a great person's son. I dare say you are right. As the resilient son, our father's true-born heir, he bore the weight of expectation. That weight was clearly greater than any of us had imagined. That's probably why he was who he was, and why he didn't want me. Damn it all. If only we had tried harder to reach out to him. Let's keep moving. What my father did was wrong. He had to be stopped, but I'm glad I could learn a little about the person he was. Growing up, I envied my brother, but that envy may have added to his burdens. Zoralja had become unimaginably powerful. It was only with Rain's help that we managed to defeat him. And now I have a responsibility to the people of Alexandria, and above all to Galulja. I promised, didn't I? I wanted us to become family. And it isn't only out of obligation. Since I've gotten to know you, I've come to really like you. You might not be my nephew by blood, but we're family to the end. We'll always be there to help each other, isn't that right? Right. You too, Rain. After everything we've been through, we're already as good as family. What? What do you mean, what? The more family you have, the merrier, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the barracks. For all the training I did, I never expected to actually need it. So when I saw those things right in front of me, I froze up, damn it all. Like Papa did by taking us in, I want to make my family bigger. You wouldn't mind some extra family too, right, Rain? I'd like to be family with you too, Rain. I'm glad I could hear what happened in the dome. But I'm sorry that you had to bear such a heavy burden, Lamachi. Don't be. As vow of resolve, it was something that I had to do. Besides, it was your ingenious strategy that kept Tuliyola safe. Asking you to rule with me was definitely one of my better ideas. It was because we all fought as one that we could repel the invaders, and then only with the aid of Vitra and his kin. Thanks to Alphino and Asthenian interceding for us, we were able to swiftly forge an alliance with Radzatan. And when the dragons appeared in our skies, I felt that this was it, the Tuliyola you had envisioned. We owe our new allies a great debt, and I hope that we can repay them one day. Indeed, once I've dealt with matters, we should go and thank them in person. Rain had told me as much. But you still have work to do, yes? Yes, I need to find Sphene. She harmed our people so that her own might live. But as I was raging at her deeds, I realized something. Just because Tuliyola is safe doesn't mean I can ignore what becomes of Alexandria. That's the kind of thinking that led to conflict in the old days. I want to help the Alexandrian people live in peace and happiness. And the only way to do that is to stop Sphene from walking her path. Very well. Very well, Lamachi. Just promise me you will take care. I promise, Kona. I wish there was something I could do to help. It's nice to be home, even if only for a while. Thanks for coming with me, Rain. While I had anticipated this, I still can't help but worry. I'm sorry that I have to go away again so soon. But even setting Sphene aside, some of our own people may be among the endless. I can't just sit around and leave everything to the others. I understand. I have matters here well in hand, so do what you must. Rain, for all you've done for us, for our nation and our family, I fear I can never express sufficient gratitude, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. I understand Zoral Ja spared no souls for reviving himself in battle. His pride wouldn't permit him to do otherwise, I expect. In Pursuit of Sphene, Uklamat wishes to look in on her soldiers. Well, it was good to catch Kona up. Now we'll take to the soul... Who might this be from? That's right, Rain is with me. Is that so? In that case, let's meet at Sunperch. See you soon. Y'shtola is heading back. I dare to hope she's found a way to pursue Sphene. If you all wanted to go ahead to Sunperch, I'll pay our soldiers a quick call. Bum 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 bum. Apologies for the wait. You're all here, then that means... Aye. We believe we've found a way to travel to the reflection to where Sphene has retreated. I was busy providing aid in Solution 9, so I haven't heard the details myself. Could you start from the beginning, Y'shtola? Per Sphene's own words, the gate atop Everkeep was opened and closed by the power of interdimensional fusion. And it was the artifact known as the Key that allowed her to control it. According to Ketan Ram, the Key was brought with me to the Source 20 years ago. It was then kept here in the palace until its theft by Zoral Ja, who used it in Yasulani to fuse a portion of our world with this reflection. Following Zoral Ja's demise, Sphene claimed the key and disappeared through the gate. But where exactly did that gate lead? In seeking the answer, we took another look at orogenics, and made a startling discovery. As you all know, there should have been one more level at the summit of Everkeep. The 12th level, the King of Resolve's royal abode. Right, but when you actually went there, you saw that it didn't exist. Curious, we analyzed Orogenic's logs to see where the memories of the departed were being sent, and where should it be but through the gate to the missing 12th level. That level alone must have lain outside the fused region, and so was left behind. Then it means... the reflection to which Sphene has fled is her own. Alphino, if you'd be so kind. I pass the ball to you. It means that beyond the gate lies not just any reflection, but the one from which Alexandria originally hailed. It is Sphene's home world, and she has returned there to join the memories of her departed citizens. But as the key lies with her on the other side, we haven't the means to reopen the gate. Forgive me, but I thought we already knew she had gone home, or at least it seemed obvious to me. What I want to know is how do we pursue Sphene if the gate here is closed? We use another gate, and it just so happens we know where one is. Sky Deep's the Note. Aye, all evidence suggests that the gate there leads to the world whence the Alexandrians and I came. But assuming that's true, how can we open it? That is what we shall find out, using the code in this earring. As you'll recall, Kryle's earring is in fact a data storage device. An analysis of it yielded a code, something used to control a contraption, and a very large one at that. Given the circumstances of Kryle's arrival in the Source, we believe that said contraption is the gate to the Golden City. This is admittedly an educated guess, but we are quite hopeful that it will work. To make such progress in so short a time, you really are amazing. We couldn't have done it alone. The credit must go to the members of Oblivion for acquiring the information we needed, Shale especially. Right then, it seems the plan is set. To the Skydeep Cenote. I told the officers of the Landsguard about my intention. They fully support our endeavor. Aren't we going yet? Begging your pardon, Rain, but might I have a moment ere setting forth? Oh, you're already going to give him the thing? Yes. I had thought to save it for later, but in light of these developments, I feel now is the time. As Lamachi says I have something for you. Please come with me to Bayside Bevy. Okay, this is probably artifact gear. Bona going to see us off like a gamer. Are these all shops? It's so different from Solution 9. I hope you like it. Tulio Lal is safe in no small part due to your valor. As a token of our appreciation, I have commissioned special equipment for you. While it is inadequate as an expression of gratitude, I pray it will serve you well in your coming mission. It apparently incorporates foreign technology. Leave it to Kona to request such a thing, eh? Mewazunta yonder has the equipment in his keeping. Just say the word and he will bring it out. Let's go. These arms and armor are the work of our finest artisans. I can vouch for their quality and functionality both. I bet it looks good on you. Through the Gate of Gold. Wuklamat is eager to set off for the Skydeep Cenote. With your shiny new gear, I reckon you're ready for anything. Come, let's head to the Skydeep Cenote. Access to the area is presently restricted per my orders, so I shall accompany you. Well, well, well. Comes to this. And here we are again. It feels like a lifetime ago that we were last here. This place is a little scary. I don't know if I could come here alone. The City of Gold. Where it all began. Kona has already gone inside, but I couldn't help but take a moment. Just being here takes me back. And it wasn't even that long ago that we visited for the rite. So much has happened since then. Truly, guided by my grandfather's letter, I crossed the seas in search of answers. What awaits us on the road ahead, I know not, but I shall walk it to the end with you all. Come on, let's go.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Cryo, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Gulja, would you give it a try? Me? If the King's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Guljar can open the gate, then so too can Sphene close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Blessed be that sounds like they're staying behind.
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Nice humble brag.
Shall I remain as well?
No, you come with us, Faraha.
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wook-Lamart, Kryl, and Erenville are given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I. Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
With you holding the fort, I know we'll be alright. Make sure we can return while we're still young and beautiful, eh? I'm sorry.
It's fine. Really. Mostly. Just don't let him bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
That's very sweet of you, Alice. Once again, I must leave La Machia in your care. Please return safely. I'll keep everyone safe, just concentrate on your own task. I would dearly love to accompany you, but this time I will content myself with seeing you off. Where you now go, I pray you find hope. I look forward to hearing your account upon your return. I've done all I can. If you should meet Kafkiwa, please tell her I said thank you. To be completely honest, it's all I can do not to throw myself into that light. But I must resist the urge, for my presence will be required here should the gate close. It wouldn't do to lose everyone, our champion not least of all. This power I've inherited, I'll use it for good. I will. 20 years ago I emerged from that gate. Whether or not the answers I seek lie on the other side, I will see things through. I would be lying if I said I'm not nervous, but your presence gives me comfort and courage. I imagine your other travel companions often feel the same. If Sphene is intent on plundering ether from other worlds, then our task is clear. We must stop her. She cannot be allowed to harm anyone else. Neither those who are dear to us, nor strangers we have never met. There's no telling what dangers we'll face, I know, but if my mother is out there, I need to find her, and give her a piece of my mind. Hell yeah, he's gonna beat his mom up. I'm needed here, I accept that. I'm not a child anymore. I'll spare no effort doing my part, so you do yours too. Together, we'll protect what we hold dear. En route here, I caught sight of a large lizard. It looked palatable enough, so I shall hunt it later. We can enjoy the meat while you regale me with tales of the world beyond after you've returned. Alright, that's one way to see me off, Estinian. We who shall remain want for neither expertise nor experience. Worry not on our account, and fix thy gaze upon the path ahead.
Tis done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Sphene's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World? Right. Let's go.
How to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal? I fear words do not do it justice. Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it. How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams, alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise, the words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
We made it. Neither the void nor the first, we are indeed come to an unknown reflection. This is my world, my home. The City of Gold is an apt description indeed. So many beautiful vistas here. That would explain the Yakoi's vision and the location of the gate. Hey Aaronville, that volcano over there. You don't suppose it's real, is it? An actual volcano spewing forth lava in the middle of a city. I'd like to see that. Hey, you never know. Look, there's a path down. Let's see where it goes. I love the cityscape in the background, looks so cool. Striking Doomies, Gemstone Trader, Repair Unit, Vendor Unit. Alright, let's get underway with this quest, we still have a ways to go. I see Electrope is used here too. There's no mistaking the design of this aetherite. The people here, could they be... Yep, that's definitely Electrope. It's strange. Though I've never been to this place before, it somehow makes me feel nostalgic. Unlike Everkeep with all its advanced technology, here it's brick and stone. It's like we've traveled to the past. The differences may be more superficial than you think. Take a good look at the buildings around us. There's electrope everywhere, along with myriad contraptions. Like how Sphene projects her image onto soldiers, I believe this city's appearance is artificial. This aetherite is identical to the one in Everkeep, is it not? This suggests that this place is Alexandrian. That would seem a fair assumption. In light of all this, could it be this city's Everkeep's missing 12th level? Could it be this city is Everkeep's missing 12th level? Welcome, friends, welcome. Who are you? My name is Constancy, and like you, I am an Endless. We have been recreated from the memories of those who have exhausted their souls, the departed in other words. Great effort is taken to ensure the integrity of your memories, so it will feel no different from when you were flesh and blood. Let's go along with it for now. I am a caretaker here at Living Memory, City of the Endless, and it is my pleasure to provide guidance to newcomers such as your good selves. City of the Endless? At a glance, there seems to be many different facilities. What kind of place is this? Simply put, it is a recreational attraction. The city is divided into 4 areas, each of which captures scenery that once defined our continent. In this way we ensure that what is lost is not forgotten, that all precious memories endure forevermore. In Everkeep's early days, this place was used by the living, but it was made a haven for the Endless hundreds of years later. Now then, if you would please follow me, I shall give you a guided tour. Do take care, as wildlife brought here for preservation roams freely. Hold on a moment. While a tour would be interesting, it's Sphene that we've come to see. Oh, so you wish to meet the Queen. In that case, you are in luck. It was just announced that Her Majesty will enter into a slumber, but there is still time. If you try calling to her before the Meso Terminal, at the center of the city, she will likely appear. I'm not sure how things work around here, but let's head to this Meso Terminal. Meso? It's gotta be Meso, right? Our thanks, Constancy. We'll take you up on the tour next time. I shall look forward to it. Good luck seeking out Her Majesty. Shall we challenge that quiz tour again? Oh yes, we'll have to try for a perfect score this time. Like the chamber in the Sky Deep Cenote, the electrope here produces a strong golden light, a difference in energy levels, perhaps. I wonder, can the Endless venture elsewhere, or can they only survive here? But we still need answers on... Like, if Kryle's parents came from here, they were original Alexandrians, but not Endless, right? The plants are real as far as I can tell. Not everything is an illusion. Alright, the Elden Ring, we made it.
Sphene? Are you there? If you are, say something! We need to talk. Sphene.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Sphene, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed. But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them. Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world, from your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Rahati is making some big brain points over here.
Sphene, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong.
Damachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sphene was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sphene, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria. A devourer of worlds. When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you?
Then let's resolve this. I'll protect my world and all the others. This evil is not inevitable. Find another way.
I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
She went sicko mode on us. And we went high contrast, low saturation mode.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Sphene!
Sphene's intentions are good, her methods are anything but. We cannot yield at any cost. The Endless exist in defiance of the laws of nature, but they exist nonetheless, with Sphene holding them to be no different from the living. The Endless were unsustainable from the first. Sphene has been fighting a lost cause. What are we to do now, damn it? I feel that I had come to understand Sphene, but I'm still clueless, utterly clueless. Those who live forever. Wuklimat's frustration is fairly palpable. It doesn't seem like we can do much else here. Let's return to the Aetheryte for now. The caretaker, Constancy. Perhaps he can tell us more about this business of Sphene going into a slumber. Is that... No, that's not him. He's left the area. No sign of Constancy. Don't tell me he's gone somewhere else. He's nowhere in sight. Perhaps he has taken other recent arrivals on a tour. Looking for someone, are you? Yes, he was just here earlier, a fellow named Constancy. Wait, what? It's Aaronville's mom? Hello everyone, you made it here, as I knew you would. Is that who I think it is? It is! It's Kafkiwa! Aaronville unimpressed as always. None other. This is the first time some of you are seeing me in the proverbial flesh, isn't it? Feast your eyes then. He who was controlling that unassuming machine was a ravishing Shatona maiden. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Ignore me. So it was true. That you're here means... I tried to tell you, so many times, but my courage always failed me. I am indeed an Endless, have been for quite a while now. Aaronville. Now, you've come to stop Sphene, yes? I can help with that, but I have a request to make. You know how to stop her then? While there are no guarantees, your coming here makes it a distinct possibility. As my wish is relevant to your mission, will you hear me out? You can decide what to do afterwards. Excellent. To begin, we'll need to head to a different area. See that sentry? I'll have them grant you access to the zipline. Zipline? What is that? A fun little mode of transport. They don't see much use though, as we Endless can teleport freely within living memory. This particular line will take you to a zone called Canal Town. I'll be waiting for you there. With that endearing pushiness, it could only be Kafkiwa. Let's go. I'm sorry, it's just... she's gone, yet to see and hear her carrying on like nothing's... I don't know how to feel. Kafkiwa has already teleported ahead, it seems. I think I know how it works. I've got this. It has the look of the contraptions found throughout the Isle of Ham, does it not? You don't seem to be... Bleep bloop. Error, error. User registration confirmed. I bid you welcome to Canal Town, the resort of romance and relaxation. Please enjoy your stay. What a charming place. That's them, the people Sphene strives to protect. They look happy. So, what's this request of yours? I want you to erase us. Erase the Endless. What? And by erase, she means... Akiwa must have her reasons. For now, let us hear the rest. Oh, come now, spare me those gloomy faces. Being alive, you're the only ones who can do this, and we won't have a better opportunity than now, while Queen Sphene is busy preparing to initiate interdimensional fusion. It's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain the Endless, this I firmly believe. But talking to you now, you seem as real as any of us, and if you need an answer right away, I don't know if I can give it. Is there a reason we need to act so soon? Because, as you've just said, it's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain us. Remember, we need life force. Other forms of ether don't cut it. In the beginning, we managed with the ether of those who died in the barrier. But as our numbers grew, there began to be a shortage. That's why Queen Sphene looked to other sources. Even the ether I'm composed of may have come from the victims of the attack on Tuliolol. I can't bear that thought. Can't bear to exist because someone died. We'd probably feel the same way if we were in your shoes. But what exactly are you asking us to do? In each zone, there is an enormous data storage device called a terminal. That is where our memories are kept. If you shut down a terminal, the memories within will disappear, along with those endless created from them. But does this need to be done now? Can't we stop Sphene first, and then take it from there? It's precisely in order to stop Sphene that it must be done now. Her own memories are stored within the Meso Terminal, which stands at the heart of living memory. As you would expect, the terminal's defenses are extremely tight, but it has moments of vulnerability, such as when it has just finished calculations, which we can exploit to shut it down from within. While we wait for that opening, we erase the Endless. Once we are gone, Sphene will no longer have a reason to plunder ether from other worlds. Would Sphene simply allow us to shut down the terminals? In preparations for fusion, the Meso Terminal is currently performing massive calculations while gathering energy. Even if the system notices us, it cannot easily suspend the process. Rather than doing so, I believe it will attempt to accelerate the timetable and bridge worlds before the plan can be thwarted. It shouldn't be a decision Sphene would wish to make, but she would be able to save those who are stored in the Meso terminal at least. There's sense in your strategy, and in resolving to stop Sphene. We had anticipated that it might come to this, but to actually talk about erasing the Endless is difficult. You needn't feel any guilt. No matter how lifelike we may seem, we Endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. Besides, stopping Sphene requires that you shut down the Meso terminal, which sustains all of us. Sooner or later, it will need to be done. If we are to be erased, then let it be before more people come to harm. Living, breathing people with futures they deserve to experience. We'll do as you ask, there has to be another way, I don't want you to go, we'll do as you ask. Thank you for respecting my wish. And as a personal request, while her actions cannot be condoned, I ask that you afford Queen Sphene a measure of understanding. Know that she herself didn't choose to become an Endless. It was preservation that made the choice for her. She is powerless to resist her purpose. What do you mean? The Sphene you know is an ideal that preservation brought to life. Harnessing the love the living Sphene bore for her people, they brought forth an eternal queen whose primary directive is to preserve the Endless. But as you know, the Endless consume ether. Sphene was compelled to find ways to procure it, and that compulsion has driven her to resort to interdimensional fusion. What? Are you telling me the original Sphene wouldn't have chosen this? What the Queen might have done, only she herself would know. But the scientists of preservation have vanished, leaving their created Queen to walk alone. So as you go about your mission, think not that you're stopping a ruthless villain, but rather that you're relieving a troubled soul of her burden. Alright, Kafkiwa, we understand now, both your reasoning and your feelings. But before we erase the Endless, we'd like to know them. I'd like to know what she fights tooth and nail for. If we're going to reject someone's beliefs, let it be after we've come to understand them. This is a lesson I learned from the Rite of Succession. I realize we're pressed for time, but if it's alright with you, I want to meet as many people as I can. You truly are Galul Jaja's kitten. Well, the calculations will take a while still. It should be fine if we do this as we proceed to the terminals. I'm with you. We might not be able to learn everything, but it would nevertheless be meaningful if we could glimpse the hearts of those who inhabit this place before we set them free. I'll leave you to it then. When you've finished here, come and find me at the fountain near that big clock tower. Right, let's split up and find some locals to speak with. It really is a lovely place. You should run along and enjoy it while you can. So cold, Erenville. These canals are super beautiful with all the lanterns and everything. So I wonder, is it all just a metaphor for how, in our pursuit of artificial intelligence, we're going to destroy the environment and accelerate our power demands and climate change and all that stuff? And in the end, it's a hollow pursuit. Or am I just attaching that to it? The Endless seemed to eat the food with relish, but it couldn't be real, could it? Welcome, we have popcorn and cookies by way of snacks, and mugs and plushies for the memories. All of that sounds wonderful. I'm so glad we can be together again. Aww. Cute little Lalafels. You there, have you tried the popcorn from that stall? You haven't. You don't know what you're missing. I consider myself something of a gourmand. And believe me when I say the classic salt flavor is amazing. The saltiness is simply exquisite. That's the only way to describe it. Once you have a mouthful, it's impossible to stop until it's all gone. And after you've tried that, I urge you to seek out the other stalls. There are lots of them everywhere, offering all manner of delights. For another recommendation off the top of my head, the ice cream over in Asil Volcan. It's so smooth and rich, and just thinking about it has given me a hankering. That's it. I'm going to go and have some right now. I thought they would teleport away. A part of me hopes that my parents are here too, but it's probably too much to ask for. So many FF9 references, I've been loving it. Oh, hello there. Taking in the sights of Canal Town too, are you? Both my wife and I just adore this place. We had become estranged in life, she and I, but being here gave us the chance to reconcile. I couldn't be more grateful for the chance to spend these blessed little moments together again. I have no more regrets. Whether Her Majesty's plan succeeds or no, I can rest with peace in my heart. Well, we shall continue on our way, but we hope to see you again. Till next time. Well now, I don't believe I've seen you around before. A newcomer, I take it. It's wonderful here, let me tell you. Why, I just bumped into a dear friend in life, and we've been whiling away the hours reminiscing. It might have been more like days, actually. You don't get a sense of time here. By the way, did you hear the announcement earlier? As much as I love this place, I wonder if Queen Sphene can really sustain us forever. But I suppose there's no use worrying about such things. Anyway, thanks to you, we found a break in our conversation. We'll go and ride the gondola next. Oh, water monkeys. Your ancestors were refugees from Lindblum? What tales they must have. There's Lindblum reference. I will not object to your decision, and as my mother says, you needn't feel any guilt. Yet I admit I myself am still conflicted. To have such doubts after coming all this way. It's laughable, isn't it? I must say I'm starting to enjoy myself, even if it's only brief. This has the feel of a journey. There's nothing more relaxing than the gentle rocking of a gondola. Please have a seat. I plan to remain here a while yet. Oh, that's cute. The Endless seem to eat the food with relish. Okay, he said that before. Welcome, welcome. Have a browse and let me know when you're ready to order. You're here on that lady's recommendations as well, I take it. I had been wondering at what the Endless do for sustenance, so it seemed a good opportunity to learn. Oh, this is your first time eating, is it? The food here is created using ether and memory data. To us, it tastes just like the real thing. So how about it? Would you care for some popcorn? Let's give it a try, shall we? That's the spirit. Find a table you like and I'll bring it right out. And lest you worry, there's no charge. All the food is free here. Food created with memory data. How will this taste to the living, I wonder? Does that mean we're eating people's memories when we eat this popcorn? Well, as they say, there's only one way to find out. You sample a handful of popcorn. While it has texture, you can detect no taste whatsoever. Good gods, it tastes like nothing at all. I mean, it's amazing. I've never had such tasty popcorn. It's not our best seller for nothing. And what about you? It's fantastic. The saltiness is exquisite. It's interesting. The saltiness is exquisite. It's always special watching newcomers eat for the first time. That's one of the guys we saw before. They're just like the people of Everkeep. Their communal spirit, their delighted smiles. Exactly the same. Thank you for your custom. Come again anytime. By the way, prior to this, a young man caught my eye near the canal. He appeared to be searching for something, and rather frantically. Did you perchance see him too? No? I must say I'm curious as to what has him so flustered. Could you help me look for the fellow? My thanks. Let's head to where I saw him. Is it gonna be... I mean, we've already got VV references in this game, right? Flustered young man looking for something in Alexandria. I have no idea who it could be. It would seem he is no longer in the vicinity. Let us keep looking. Whatever it is that troubles him, perhaps we can be of assistance. In Serenity and Sorrow, Grahatia wishes to track down the troubled Endless. I cannot claim to know exactly how Endless behaved, but hopefully our man has not gone far. Let us split up to search for him. He is an Eldite with fair hair. Bold of Grahatia to assume I know what an Eldite is. But thankfully there's pretty much no one else in the area. God, strike me down. We reunite again after 100 years, and what should happen? Yes? My apologies, but I'm in some haste. If you have something to say, please make it brief. Your friend noticed that I seemed troubled, so you've been looking for me. What kind souls you are. I've lost something important. The engagement ring intended for my beloved. A lanky, monkey-like fiend stole it from me. After running hither and thither, I managed to locate the beast in yonder square, but I'm uncertain how I should take the ring back. Once, I might have considered fighting for it, but given the shortage of ether, the danger is simply too great. If I were to be struck down and my essence dispersed, I am not like to be remade for a long time. I cannot risk that, not after my beloved has finally been given form again after 100 years. Though it pains me to do so, I shall give up on the ring, but I thank you for your kind concern. Let's go smack that monkey. Who is Petra? A most wondrous thing has happened. My mother was recently reunited with a good friend of hers. I imagine they're doing their best to make up for lost time, speaking of all that has happened since last they met. Indeed, I expect it will be some time until she returns, so I was thinking of procuring a few snacks to pass the time. Perhaps some popcorn to start. Phrasing indeed. I mean, we are not spanking the monkey, we are smacking the monkey. Because he's a bad monkey. stolen engagement ring, retrieved from a mischievous fiend. This engagement ring is intended for the beloved of the fair-haired man. This melody is from Garnet's song, right? The one that she sings? Oh, 'tis you again. Was there something else? Good heavens, this is the ring. You took it back from that beast? Thank you ever so much. I see you've already resolved the situation, Rain. You must be the friend who first noticed me. I owe you my gratitude as well. My name is Euclase. I was planning to propose to my beloved with the ring, and thanks to you, I can do just that. Well, well, that is cause to rejoice indeed. Did the two of you meet here? No, we were sweethearts in life, but I died young, and she only followed me decades later. Even then, our reunion wasn't yet to be, for the ether shortage means not everyone can be recreated. I had to wait until but recently to see her again. A reunion beyond death. Such a thing would be possible here, I suppose. I assume you're newly arrived. While our memories are stored in the terminals, less than 1 in 10 of us has been given form at present. I myself have been reincarnated 3 times now, and each time there seems to be fewer of us. It's fairly a miracle that my beloved and I could meet. I see. Given the circumstances, the chances of existing concurrently with an acquaintance would be slim indeed, and slimmer still for a loved one. Truly, that is why I decided to do that which I failed to do life. Ask her for her hand. With her regulator, she was spared the sadness of my death. Even so, she never took another man for the rest of her days. She told me that, although she couldn't remember me afterwards, she could never shake the feeling that someone precious had been a part of her life. The sweet fool. The ring represents a yearning I have long carried, though I know full well it is only a construct, like these bodies of ours. There is a part of me that wonders if this is wrong. Not that I expect us to exist forever, even in this form. But to be with the one I love once again and make her happy, however wrong this world may be, I have nothing but gratitude for Queen Sphene. Now, if you'll excuse me, I shall go and make that proposal. I've made her wait long enough as it is. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my thanks. Tickets? For the gondola, to ensure that order is preserved, we must observe the proper way of doing things even here. It's very much like Queen Sphene to make it so, is it not? Take care, my friends, and see to it you have no regrets. What a based Elazin. The only good Elazin. I'm just kidding. Well, I think it's about time we rejoin the others. But what do you say we go by gondola? I expect it won't be possible to do so once the terminal has been shut down. Come then, let us seek a vessel at the pier. I've presented our tickets. While I'm no stranger to boats, I can't help but feel a little excited. We can push off at any time. Mind the gap when you board.
Do you remember what I said to you before all this? That life is a series of journeys, that you must be true to yourself, for indeed, there's no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us, truly. Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away? I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one, if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything, and spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
I think in such a setting, such an environment, you'd quickly lose your ability to really appreciate it. Because everything is so great, but because there's no pain or sorrow or loss to compare it to, it just feels, you know, standard, typical. Loses its ability to elate you or bring you comfort. It was nice to chat with you again, my friend. It feels as though it has been some time. Having met Endless like you Clays, I feel I've come to understand Sphene a little better. Anyone would wish those dear to them a long and happy future, and she bears the burden of this desire for all her subjects. Yet as Kryl said, we too have people we cannot lose. Come, Rain. We can get to the fountain via yonder bridge. Now that I look at it closely, the clock has no hands, on account of there being no need to keep track of time, perhaps. Finished talking to the locals, have you? I'd be keen to hear your impressions. Kryl and Darrenville are still out and about, it seems. So, how was it? What are your impressions of those you met? It was great. Everyone was so happy. Just talking to them made me happy too. What about you, Rain? Sweethearts reunited? That's a miracle. While it is a miracle after a fashion, the system strives to make such encounters possible. If you meet someone you know, it's probably not by chance. The terminals hold information on unfulfilled longings, and use them to orchestrate reunions like Euclid's. I see. That the terminals can do this is impressive indeed, but there is one thing I do not understand. According to Euclid, his beloved passed away decades after he did, yet they appeared to be of like age. Ah yes, people are not necessarily recreated as they were when they passed away. The appearance of an endless, I speculate, reflects the happiest period in their life. Is that the case for you then? Not that I can tell how old you are, as slowly as your people age. I'm not sure, to be honest. I have so many happy times, it's hard to know which one applies. I'm insufferably inquisitive. Whether it's nature or technology, I can't help but want to learn more about the world around me. You might say that discovery is what gives me joy. It made me happy in life, and may have been a blessing afterwards. The other Endless are content with what they have here, you see. They don't develop the urge to leave. But I was so determined to see the world again that I taught myself how to gain control of a vessel and ventured outside. You're a proper rebel. Well, that's enough about me for now. While we wait for Krile and Eleneshbia, I have a favor to ask of you. You may have noticed most of the fountains here aren't running. That's because, despite its shiny appearance, this city is centuries old and everything is dreadfully run down. The fountains apparently used to put on magnificent shows, and I was hoping that we could get them working again. Giving the control units a dose of ether should be enough to restore the circuits and switch them on, but being an Endless, I'm unable to do that. I realize this is a selfish request, but at the last, I'd like to treat the people here to the display. Just leave it to us. I'd love to see the show myself. Thank you. The control units are built into the surrounding lampposts. If you tend to a few of them each, you'd be done before you know it. Once the fountains are fixed, we can round up Eleneshbia and Krile and head to the hydro terminal together. So the time is nigh. Come, let us set to it. It looks like ordinary stone, but inside it's electrode. Talk about confusing. I do so love the view of the city from here. The picturesque scene of passers-by against the skyline is absolutely perfect. But the Endless have greatly diminished. The buildings in the distance have grown dark. What will come next, I wonder? This must be the control. I don't even know what changes Ninja got, besides that it no longer has to cast Huton.
We've switched on the circuits like you asked.
Thank you, everyone. Hopefully, this does the trick.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Okay, it was a good Staticus. Let's go.
Amazing.
Wow! Look, Mother, look!
It's beautiful.
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh my goodness, it's Namika.
Are you? Wuklamat!
But young hot Namika.
By the gods, it's Namika.
Begging your pardon, but I'm looking for a child. A small Shibrali girl. Have you seen her by chance?
You are Namika, aren't you? It's me, Wuklamat. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, what am I to do? The child and I, we aren't related by blood, but she's as dear to me as my own.
It's all right. You found her. I'm here.
You? Could it be?
Yes, Namika. You know these eyes, this voice. It's me, Wuklamat.
Oh! It is you! Oh, how silly of me. But if you're here, then that means...
No. I'm still alive.
Oh, good. Thank the gods for that. But what power has brought us together again? This isn't a dream, is it?
It's not a dream. Or rather, it is a dream come true. I so wanted to hear your voice one more time.
Just look at you, my Wuklamat. Stronger and more assured than I've ever seen. Such hazards you must have braved, and hardships endured to come so far.
It was tough, but I made it thanks to my friends. And to you, Namika. I'm the person I am now because you always believed in me. Because you loved me, as if I were your own daughter. Thank you. Thank you. You're everything I could have asked for. The best mother.
I'm so glad. Looking back, I've had a blessed life. And it was because I was a part of yours. When I lost my child to illness, I thought I'd never know happiness again. But it rekindled in my breast the instant you smiled your little smile at me. You became my purpose, my joy.
You were mine too.
To have this chance to speak with you again and leave nothing unsaid. I know not how or why, but I am grateful. So grateful. Where you must go, I cannot follow. But know that I'll always be with you. Take care of yourself. Promise me.
I will. Mama. I will. And one day, we'll meet again. I understand why Sphene cannot bear to let them go. But as painful as it is to part, we're meant to live and die. To let go and let others carry on in our stead. We can't cling to everything forever. Come. Let's keep moving.
Let's go, Wuklamot, keeping it together. Namika looked truly happy. The show was breathtaking, was it not? I've made a wonderful memory, thank you. Just to make sure, Kafkiwa, you're not going to disappear when we shut this terminal down, right? Not just yet. It's the Aero terminal in the northwestern zone that holds my memories. You already know how to operate the terminal. It's the same process as the fountain's control. I leave it for you to decide when to shut it down. Doing so will cause the endless here to fade away, together with this beautiful scenery. If you still wish to speak with people or see the sights, you'll want to do that first. It will not be possible to restore Canal Town. This is... the one, like... I wish there was a way to have the zone... like, if people are gone, whatever, but I wish that it could maintain the aesthetics. Hiya.
Sleep tight, everyone.
This is Living Memory's true appearance. Thank you. I had braced myself for it, but to actually erase the endless is hard. It's all dead now. I mean, at least the water still looks nice. This hurts. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But the only way now is forward. This is Living Memory's true appearance. I chose this path, I won't halt my steps. I had braced myself for it, but to actually erase the endless is hard. The Land of Dreams. Kafkiwa regards you and your companions with a sympathetic gaze. Don't torment yourself so. I ask this of you, so the burden lies with me. And remember, we endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. You needn't feel guilt for erasing us. Be that as it may, it's hard to say goodbye. It is. Nonetheless, it's our duty as the living to know and remember them. So let's pull ourselves together and keep at it. Keep seeking them out. I'd appreciate that. Come, let's head to the next zone. Yesterland, it's called, and another zip line at the Gate of Remembrance will take you there. Ah, but I ought to mention, while shutting down a terminal should erase the endless bound to it, those with strong unresolved feelings may linger for a time. If you encounter such individuals, perhaps you could lend them an ear, for their hopes are proof that they once lived. Is this why there will still be quests in the area? I would assume so. What would you like to do first? I can't decide. What would you like to do first? What a bunch of cuties. That lively place yonder appears to be Yesterland. I wonder what manner of folk we will find there. Worry not, Rain. I don't intend to halt my steps either. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Rosie. Kafkiwa's already gone ahead. Let's get going too. Yesterland has an altogether different look. Each zone has a distinct character, 'twould seem. System reboot complete. Bleep bloop. Error, user registration confirmed. I bid you welcome to Yesterland, where the dreams of children and inner children alike come true. Please enjoy your stay. Amazing. Is this also a recreation of an actual place? After a fashion, Yesterland is themed upon a period of peace, before the storm surge had engulfed the world in conflict. It was a golden age for Alexandria, and they've captured it here in the form of an amusement park. Well now, another large-scale attraction. Tell me I'm not the only one who's excited. It's exhausting just being here. It feels like the gold saucer I'm put in the mind of Limeg. You mean you visited the Pixie's Garden of Dreams? Thank goodness you are still with us. It's all too easy to lose oneself in such a wondrous place. By the time you think to leave, dozens of years may have already passed. And perhaps the very same could be said of this place. On the far side of Yesterland is a castle. That's where the terminal is located, in the basement. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. take what time you need to get acquainted with the locals. Have fun now. Like before, we'll speak with the Endless. We'll learn what's dear to them before doing what we must. Right, let's start by exploring and get our bearings. Big bets. Appearing to be a domicile, this building resembles those that lie submerged in heritage found. The windows are composed of a colorful array of stained glass. The beautiful artwork on the ground depicts a swirl of stars. Perhaps such a sight was once visible in the Alexandrian night sky. Oh, hello there, mister. We were just talking about Sir Otis. Do you know about him? He's a bit odd and doesn't get jokes, but he's really strong and can vanquish fiends in a flash. He's probably out there fighting right now. When I grow up, I want to be strong like him. The Sir Otis the children spoke of calls to mind another Otis. It might be worth seeking the man out to confirm his identity. Well, Otis shouldn't be here because his memories were never stored. A man is engaged in battle with fiends. He may need a helping hand.
I know not who you are, but my thanks for your timely aid.
You're both so strong! That was amazing, Otis! And you too, mister!
Ha ha ha! Fiends such as these are naught to be feared.
Well then, dealt with it already, have you?
Be at ease, one and all. So long as I, Sir Otis, live and breathe, no citizen shall come to harm.
Otis? Of all the people, could you really be that Otis?
I'm certain I do not know what you mean by that, Otis. I am who I am, and I should very much like to know who you are.
You're Sir Otis Villona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria, yes? We met you while searching for Gululja. You cooked a most delicious repast for us. Fought beside us in Solution 9.
Gululja. Solution 9. I've never heard of such things. These events of which you speak are utterly unknown to me. As are you. I'm quite confident I would recall if we had met before. Who could this be? Villainy! You seek to bewilder me for purposes most foul!
No, no. No villainy intended, I swear. Tell me I'm not mad. This is definitely the Otis we know. Right?
In the flesh no less, an earlier version, he won't remember his time as a machine.
I say! What are you whispering about there? Wait! I've no time for this. I must attend to my preparations for the founding celebration. The children begged and begged that I perform in the marquee play, and I cannot possibly disappoint them. I take my leave of you. Good day!
Good day.
Founding celebration?
Gods, what a surprise to meet Otis. He might not be the exact same as the one we met in Heritage Found, but still. Thinking back, he mentioned that he was a test subject for soul preservation. That might explain why he's here in this way. In any case, I'd love to talk to him some more. There are some things I need to tell him. A Knight of Alexandria. Wuklamot is eager to go after Otis. Right, let's go after Otis. He's bound to know about the past, and the Alexandria of old, as well as Sphene when she was a living person. The problem is, he doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. Perhaps we can offer to help him with this founding celebration. That might warm him to us. He set off this way. Come on. I like this way more. And it's towards Ether Current, that's a double win. Oh, but southwest. Why is this one so angry? Maybe because it thinks it's his wind current. Another Anki one. Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. Virtual tears. Oh, now he's not Angie. He did a blue. After he wet himself everywhere. They can't decide if they'd rather ride the Bergmar ring or the Esperance wheels. Me? I just wish they would make up their minds so we can go already. I want to go and see the castle. Am I supposed to go up? I have a feeling I'm supposed to go up. Ah. Are you harmed, or are you unharmed? The latter, methinks. To which Her Highness replies with her winsome smile. I am thanks to you, my dearest Otis. You again. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your rehearsal. Shall I play the part of the Queen? I appreciate the offer, but there is no need. The script is my own work, you see, and I know Princess Sphene's lines even better than mine own. There is, however, a scene with which I struggle. Hey, this looks like fun. Can I join in? You as well? I thought I said that I was busy. You did, but we thought that maybe we could help. You're getting ready for the founding celebration, yes? I am. And if truth be told, we are in dire need of assistance. For this edition of the celebration, there is to be a play about the history of our realm for the children's enjoyment. But with fewer of us being given form, we haven't enough hands to carry out the production. Thus have I been tasked with not only writing the script, but performing as myself besides. Calm down, it's alright. We really are happy to help in any way we can. Just tell us what to do. For the same reason the production is short-handed, it has become difficult to gather a crowd. I'd be obliged if you could spread the word of the play to the children in Yesterland. Consider it done. We'll take ourselves around and talk to younglings. Splendid. Oh, and to better appeal to them, we have adorable animal costumes for you to wear, together with your cheeriest bearing, of course. Alright, anything to make the children happy. Let's see. Ah yes, this one should be suitable for you. Looking good, Wook. Oh, it's a glamour. I was confused for a moment when you handed me the device. I have something for you as well. Let me know when you are ready, and I shall activate it for you. How's yours going to be, I wonder? Ready, are you? Then let us have you don your costume at once. Marvelous, there's not a child that would fail to be delighted. It really does suit you. Now that you are suitably attired, I pray you go forth and promote our play to the children. Concentrate your efforts here in the vicinity of the air cap station, and see that you make it fun. In the meantime, I shall continue my own preparations here. Should your costumes wear off, I shall provide you with another. You must be wearing the costume provided in order to progress. Oh, a rabbit monster! You shall rue the day you cross paths with this royal knight. There's going to be a play? With knights and stuff? Come on, let's go and watch. We can ride the air cab later. Oh, are you here to look at Queen Sphene too, Mr. Rabbit? The great big golden statue is exactly what she looks like. That's what my mom told me, and she's a scientist. My mom also told me that the terminal is a tomb. Her Majesty must watch over all of us from there. A play about the realm's founding. I love history. That sounds great. I'll let my mom know so we can go and watch together. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Well, well, who should interrupt my air cab watching but a person in a silly costume? Let me guess, you're here to tell me about the play. Don't bother, I've seen it no less than 50 times already. Otis is going to be performing as himself? Now that's a new twist on an old classic. Alright, just for that, I'm willing to see the play again. Oh, hello there, Mr. Rabbit. What's the matter? Ah, the play. I know about it. They sometimes have performances over at the castle. I've seen it before, so I was going to give it a miss. But if you say it's special this time, then alright, I'll go. That's right, Sir Otis will be in the play as himself. You can't miss it. Look, it's a rabbit. What is it? Want to play with us, do you? There's going to be a play about Queen Sphene. I want to see it. We'll head over to the castle right away. Thanks for telling us. You've finished making your rounds. Excellent. I shall take the costume off your hands. Thanks to the two of you promoting the play in my stead, I could memorize the lines to my satisfaction. I am grateful beyond measure. Don't mention it, it was fun meeting endless children. Endless children? What an odd thing to say when we're endless ourselves. It's, complicated. I'd explain it to you, but the play's due to start soon, isn't it? Aye, very soon. I must needs make my way to the venue and see to the final preparations. Let's talk later then. We'll be cheering you on from the crowd. By all means, but hold on. What would you say to performing in the play as well? Are you serious? Oh no, definitely not. I've never done anything like that, and I don't think I can learn lines on such short notice. Rest assured, it wouldn't be a difficult part. What I have in mind for the two of you is a little sword play, a duel between Alexandrian and Lindblum soldiers. That is certain to please the children, and without the need for words. What do you think? Have at you, Lindblum scum. This Alexandrian knight is going to take you down. Ah, that keen, are you? Alright, you asked for it. Then it is settled. I shall prepare your costumes for you. You need but engage in a mock fight. While there isn't time for a rehearsal, the little mistakes are all in good entertainment. With that, I shall go and inform the troop members of the changes. Pray make your way to Proto-Alexandria and await further instructions. That's the castle where the terminal is. When we shut it down, Yesterland and the Endless in it will also fade away. So let's give them a show to remember. And we'll remember them too. Them and what it is they seek to preserve through this celebration. Oh, that's a fate. I was like, what is this loud noise? Oh, that one's got the glitchy screen. I wonder if the screen is telling you what attack they're gonna do next. Right, let's give it our best and have us some fun.
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls! Tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Sphene. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado... It's a royal knight!
Alright, we have to put on a performance that Queen Brane will like
I beg your pardon?
to get the Moonstone.
What a twist!
Oh, unbelievable.
Ha!
I am killed!
You must flee! All of you!
Lala Sphene.
Princess Sphene!
Are you unharmed?
Oh, I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis.
My dearest? And so, in no small part, due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders. But their jubilation proves short-lived. For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity. Full many lose their lives. The good Queen Sphene, shining vision of hope, among them.
Missed opportunity to use the Lalafell play dead for females.
Go to her! You're supposed to go to her! What's happening?
Is it over already?
And though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion... Oh boy. They, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria. A new Alexandria.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
If I may ask, during your improvisation, you spoke of a new Alexandria. And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word! That I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers out of fear of the truth. Alexandria. Does it still exist?
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd. But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
He was a proud and valiant knight of the realm. He was a brave soul who protected his queen to the last.
That's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Gululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
Tis miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen. To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Gululja, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
That one hit a lot harder for me than the Namiko one. No explanations are required. I have intuited your purpose. There are paths only the living may walk. Mine was a tumultuous life, replete with joy and sorrow both. But it ends on a bright note thanks to you. If I have one regret, however, it is that I could not meet the new king. Send him my regards, won't you? I had a wonderful time, and I believe everyone here did too. Suffice to say, I didn't expect you to appear on stage. You did a fine job, both of you. The fact that it's mostly children in Yesterland explains all the amusements here. But as happy as they seem, it's hard to think about their lives before this. For if the form of an endless reflects their happiest self, it means they died before they grew up, or grew up to find no greater happiness. That was a marvelous play. 'Tis a shame that that will be the last performance, but it will forever be etched in my memories. Well, we're here. Are you having doubts? No, I'll do what I came to do. It's just, the fonder you are of someone, the harder it is to say farewell. If you're ready, Rain, then I am too. Alright, let me just say a word about those we met here.
That night, he was the one who looked after Guruja. And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Sphene's people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
And that makes half. Otis the mechanical soldier and Otis the endless. Through you their paths reconverged at the last. Upon our return we must regale Galul-Ja with the heroic tale of Sir Otis Valona. 2 zones to go. It's like waking up from a sweet dream to bitter reality, but I'll never forget my time with the Endless, or the pain I feel now. We're more than memories stored in machines. So long as someone remembers us and carries on our legacy, we'll never truly fade away. We still have a ways to go. Let's keep moving.